Well, I'm gonna find the finish line. Anyway, this will be number 99, so I want to make sure I get that notch on the belt.
Absolutely. Just imagine if you can't do another one. I mean, WTRL come out on tomorrow saying, "I'm sorry, we've cancelled the whole series."
Yeah, the show is over. Sorry,
didn't sell enough coffee.
Yeah. Well, if they're going to cancel tomorrow, maybe I should find one tonight just in case.
Oh yeah, I reckon. Yeah, speak to John about that.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, 15 seconds. Those Evo guys look far too cheerful on the chat. I can't even duck out 6 seconds early these days. Get a head start. I hope you switched out your lattes for quadruple espressos this morning, Andy.
Yeah. I've got an IV drip of it. All right, I'm going till 1 minute.
Yeah. We could spook the Evo guys in front by putting numbers up like 9, 10.
500 watts.
Yeah. Back it off to 500.
All right, dropping. Yeah.
Having said as I tighten that, I then drop off the bash.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. You alright, Brian?
Yeah, I'm only might have to use a touch.
Okay.
I think I went.
You're not getting off that easy, Brian.
Possibly turbos, right? There's the connections in the house somewhere. Okay.
There we go, he's back.
Yeah.
Right.
Now he's going out the other end.
Sorry. 161 half days as well, sorry. Get that down. Oh, don't know what happened there.
Oh, Swift bug, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Nigel coming on.
Just off.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Andy on.
Great baseline.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well done, Andy.
Get Justin on.
Good job, Ron.
Justin off in 10. 3, 2, 1.
Nigel on. Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Andy on. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, Andy. Good job, Brian. Doing great, guys. We'll keep the pace line up and climb, but just ease it back a little. On the fly.
So dial it back from 500 watts to 400 watts.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Ten. 3, 2, 1.
Handy on. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Let's not drop anyone here. And it's just had a pause.
Yeah. I'll just tell the other ones. 3, 2, 1. Right
Last
on.
one.
Washing machine down the climb. I'll take it at the bottom. Okay, Nigel on. Go to 16. Ten. Three, 2, 1.
Andy on. Ten seconds. Andy off.
Well done, Andy. Whenever they say easy, we say hard.
We're in their head.
On. Right off.
Last one.
Halfway, guys.
Three, 2, 1.
Nigel on. Five, 3, 2, 1.
Andy on. Ten. 3, 2, 1.
Justin on. Ten. 3, 2, 1.
Nigel. Ten. 5, 3, 2, East a bit, Andy. Bit of a gap.
Okay. Okay. Andy off.
Well done, Andy. Keep going, fellas. 9 kilometres.
Five, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, Brian.
That's none.
Doing good, Justin.
Ten. 3, 2, 1.
Nice job, Justin.
Justin. Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1.
It's Paul Nigel.
Thanks.
Ten seconds.
Good job, Alex. Super cool.
3, 2, 1.
$6K to go.
Justin on.
Right, Paul.
Yeah, there's the first passive Evo. The rest of them are going to fall like dominoes now.
As far as I'm concerned, we've won when we do that.
Yeah.
Ten. 5, 2, 1.
Andy coming up.
Well done, Andy.
Thanks, Paul.
Watch the gap, Andy.
Okay, easy. Five, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, Andy.
It's Paul Brian.
Ten. 3, 2, 1.
Nigel. Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Great pull, Nigel.
Yeah, great job, Nigel. 1K.
Okay.
Let's push. Good try, guys.
Oh, well done. Oh.
Oh boy.
That nearly killed me.
Great job, guys.
Oh.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Brian.
Oh. That last 6-7K was hard.
Yeah.
God. Great effort, guys. Every pull, well done. Fantastic. What a team. It's one of the better courses for small teams, but even so.
Yeah.
So as far as I saw, we overtook 2 Evo riders, is that right?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll call that a win. You guys were fantastic today. Wow. And that hurt, I could see. I could hear it. That was good. Yeah.
I think we needed a 60-second pause. There's no way I could do any recovery.
That was great. That was
definitely. That was a good call.
I'm glad we didn't push it ridiculously on those ramps, because I think it was really sacrificed on the rest of the ride.
Yeah,
we rode that one. We rode that one really well.
Yeah, with the longer pulls and slightly lower power. That was the key. Get us a little recovery.
Yeah, I think once you go into the red with 4 riders, I think it compromises everybody, because you've got to take a skip, then other riders don't get as much recovery, and it just vicious circle. So yeah, that was bad. Whew. Oh, it's fun with 4. It's just a different sort of challenge. You certainly have to. Everybody has to just work, don't they? There's no sitting in.
Yeah. Well, it's good it was that course and not something a little more longer and more difficult.
I think Sam and Sequoias would have just done for us.
Yeah. Well, we could have done it if we would just really have to dial our power back.
Yeah, for sure.
Concentrate, but yeah, an hour of doing that would have been tough.
Well, I think that would have been hard, just not necessarily enjoyable.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you sort of broke up after the finish line, Brian, which I guess.
So can you hear now?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Clear.
I think the microphone was covered. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of them. And I had that technical in the first point. I thought, crikey, what happened? It was fine after this, which it should be. I don't know.
I think there were a few skipped heartbeats when you dropped out there briefly.
Yeah, mine as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it must have been a Swift thing, hopefully.
Yeah, I think there's sometimes places on the course where there's strange behaviour, where you suddenly get swung to the right or left, or a power drop or something. I think it's a Swift issue somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when I came on Monday, I couldn't get connected. The companion app wouldn't connect with Swift. Swift wouldn't, nothing. And so I was just going to have I think it was a group ride, and then went to the start line. I was the only one on the start line. So it was showing about 20 or 30, and I was the only one, so I put it off, and I couldn't get it back, and I don't know what was wrong. I think it must have been Apple TV in the end. I took everything, every wire out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I uninstalled Apple TV, installed it back in. No. So pulled the wires out the back, put it back in, and it seemed to come back. And then I got it going again, and then about a minute later, we somehow had a power cut. It was lovely weather, not a breath of wind, no rain. It was a lovely day, and then the power went off. Yeah, then you could get a message off the power company, and they said it would be about 3 hours to come back on. So, but it was only certain houses in the village.
Yeah,
it was like a house 3 or 4 along our road. They were okay, but someone further along our road was off. So I don't know. It was totally bizarre.
So don't tell me you got your extension lead out. You ran it.
Yeah, it'd have been long enough to go about 500 yards. Would have been okay, but yeah, nice. It was really, really strange. So
yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it?
It's the joys of living up in the hills, I suppose.
Yeah, it's all that sun. I guess it just bleaches all the cables.
Yeah,
cracks the plastic.
Only.
Well, it turns out, guys, Brian isn't just an avatar. I have proof. Yeah.
I was real.
It's real. Oh, boy.
I was thinking we have almost the entire team connected, at least by some degree of separation in real life now.
I think so. I think there's we were talking about it earlier. So I've met Brian. I've met Jeff. Jeff, Andy, you've met Jeff.
And Justin.
And Justin. Justin met Kyle.
Justin met Kyle.
Yep.
Jeff has met Laura, I think.
Yeah, I think he's met Laura. I think it's Dan and Nick are the two challenging ones.
Yeah.
Well,
John
Dan
Callahan,
flies into...
we'll get him someday.
Oh, yeah.
He's just on the other side of the state. Actually lives in the same town as a friend of my wife's from college. So if we ever go and visit, I'll have to look him up.
If Dan flies into DC again, Kyle and I will get him.
Yeah. I think you'll find when you meet John, he's 25 years old, 6'5".
Yeah, I saw you guys had a little meetup.
Yeah, we did.
How's he doing?
Yeah, not too bad actually. Yeah, he's he's just pacing it a bit because he has an elevated heart rate when he's cycling, but he's he's not too bad. I mean, I think it was a pretty big scare. I think he definitely.
Sure.
I mean, if those clots had gone anywhere else, it would have been really bad. So I think he feels that it was a. So I think he's cautious about making sure he gets proper recovery before he comes back. But he seems keen to cycle, just taking it very measured, which I think is sensible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, he seems in good spirits about it. I suppose in some respects it's disappointing, I think, because he's just got his fitness back, really.
Yeah.
And then suddenly a big whack like that.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that it was one in each lung, embolism in each lung, and so I think
a scary wake up.
Yeah, very much so. And I think he felt, looking back, that he'd had a little bit of a sign of it about a week previously, when he'd done a ride. I forget. Actually, it was a TTT, I think, in the evening, and he said he found the first leg snapper really tough for no particular reason. And I think he thought that might have been the first sign of something. But obviously only in hindsight, really.
Yeah.
Because we all have bad days, we don't think much of it too much. But I think over that previous week, I think he, in hindsight, felt that something wasn't quite right, but obviously nothing like this.
Yeah.
And I think the pain, when it happens, is extreme. Really, really painful. I mean, it's probably in excess of what it feels like to have a heart attack. I think it really feels awful.
Wow.
So I think probably felt he was having a heart attack.
Yeah. Well, glad he was able to.
Yeah.
Take the signs and get to the hospital and get it.
I mean, as he pointed out, I think Chris Horner, cyclist, had embolism in the lung, I think in 2011, and then 2 years later won the Giro d'Italia. Oh no, sorry, the Vuelta to Spain. So I think obviously, because John's got a double, I think we're expecting double Grand Tour wins in 2 years.
Yeah. Or at least pulling us to TTT victory.
Yeah,
one or the other.
Yeah, on his own. Yeah. I mean, look at Brian. Brian's just got a heart problem. Can you imagine how strong you can be with two lung problems?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. I think there's good prospects of the full recovery, but I think he's going to have to change his riding routine a bit in the future, just to avoid probably quite so much intensity. I think probably the days of double TTs are probably behind him.
Yeah.
It's probably it's a lesson to us all, really. I think you have to be careful about too much extreme stuff too close together.
Yeah, it's about confidence as well. When I think I took about 6 months off. Yeah. I mean, I was probably fit enough after about 3-4, but I mean, I wasn't confident enough to come back, especially to the TT and pull, because it's only when you get 6 months you go, well, it's now or never, basically. So
yeah,
and it was a bit iffy at first, and then I think luckily the last 3 months have been fine.
Yeah, I think that around that time, I think actually just before there's a chap, I don't know if you know him, Brian, a chap called Joe Cole. He'd been doing huge hours. And then one day his heart rate just wouldn't come down. Stress wouldn't come down. And he was off sick for like 6 months or more before his heart recovered. So I think around that time I decided not to go, make sure I measured the amount of intensity I did in a week, just so that I wouldn't kill it. I think it's easy to overtrain, even when you don't realise it.
Yeah.
And I think recovery takes a bit longer as you get a bit older as well, even though you might have the same fitness. But yeah, even then I think there's only so much you can do. These things do happen.
Yeah. But, yeah, a friend of mine in his early 50s had a stroke a couple of weeks ago. Otherwise fit guy. He was in the shower after a run and felt it coming on, and he was in a hotel, able to get from the shower back to the bed and have his wife get him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And he was out of the hospital in 3 days, but it was just totally out of the blue type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, well, has he got any, I guess he probably has he got some other consequences to that? Has he got any paralysis or anything?
He said he felt it coming on, and I think things are almost back to normal, so it must have been less severe. I don't know, because he said he was somewhat paralyzed in his left arm and left leg but he walked out of the hospital 3 days later. So
okay. I think don't you say with a stroke, if you get it in the first hour, it gets blood thinners into you in the first hour you've got.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
I mean, one thing John did say, I think he said he'd stopped running or significant running a couple of years ago. And I think very much in consequence of that, he really upped his cycling a lot. So you sort of compensated maybe a bit too much for that. And it's almost train too hard or go too hard. So, yeah, just shows you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Guys, I got to get going.
All right, Justin.
Next week.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be at least 3 riders next week, Justin. So
yeah.
All right. Thanks for having you,
Everybody
Justin.
Be back.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Everyone will be fighting them off next
week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're a regular, you get those spots. So. All right then, guys. I think I'll drop it as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.
Have a good week.
Yeah.
Cheers.